Right, and guys, we're back. Thanks for tuning in again, if you're watching. We got back and boys workout, and I'm in the car right now, and I'm in my car. Fuck's sake. Right, and guys, it is 8:30 p.m. We are at the gym. It's Wednesday, midweek, and it's been a great week so far. Smashing the clients, smashing it. Honest to God, I'm so proud of them. Met some new clients as well, new faces, and it's great to help them and really realise how much my reach is starting to get out there. And like, I'm putting out content and content marketing, and it's working really well. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, gonna record this workout for you guys, and hopefully be able to like get a few ideas or just see what I'm up to and see what my journey's like so far and what workout I'm doing tonight. And yeah, it's the start of the new year. I haven't really spoke much on camera for you, but I'm going to be uploading a lot more frequently. I'm going to be a lot more focused on my goals, and more so than anything, I'm going to be focused on my work ethic, because to me that's what's been lacking in the past few years. Is kind of like procrastination dominating my mind rather than my hunger and domination, hunger for my goals basically. And like, that's what's important, is your hunger and the amount of action you take basically. So that's what I'm going to be focused on, action and work ethic, and that's something I think everyone should apply. I think we've all got a little bit more in our tanks, even though we don't think we have. So find the spare hours in your day and then utilise them either for the gym or figuring out what you want to do for your career or whatever else it might be, or just reading and getting better mentally and physically. Like, and yeah, workout coming right at you. Right, and guys, so as you saw previously in that car, bit of a dodgy start to it all, but we're back here with another video. I don't know what was happening. I just literally couldn't get my words out in that car, so thought I'd throw in those outtakes so you could have a little laugh at that. But yeah, starting off with some wide grip pull-ups, and I'm doing these because I want to get better at I want to get better at basically bodyweight exercises and just being able to move my body weight more effectively and efficiently. There's a lot of calisthenic moves I really want to build up to, which are like basically, for those who don't know, basically they're fancy bodyweight moves, and building up with my pull-up strength, push-up strength, core strength, all of that basic stuff, that'll really help with the coming moves I'm going to be trying in the future. And plus I think it's quite cool to be able to do like pull-ups, to be honest. And one of my goals long term is I want to try and do 20 straight pull-ups, which is like, I'm nowhere near at the moment. Like in my first set I got 10 pull-ups, and then this one I think I got between 6 and 8. So yeah, they're fairly average pull-up strength, to be honest, but hey, I'm building up on it, and there's some grinding reps there. To be honest, you've really got to give it your all of the pull-ups, and they're actually quite taxing as well. Like, it's a bit of a tiring exercise, to be fair, like more than it looks. And you really want to try and keep your body nice and straight. I see so many people like throwing themselves up and wiggling, like and coming, like another thing as well. Don't cheat yourself. Like, come all the way down and fully extend in those pull-ups. I hate it when people, unless it's for a reason, when they're like doing half pull-ups, it's like, and they think they're repping it out. It's like, come on now, just drop your ego, add a band, or just like use a regression of that exercise. But anyhow, I digress. So as you saw, a bit of a rant there. As you saw previously, that was me warming up with just the bar, and I like to do that for my bent over rows because it just gets me in the zone, it warms up my lower back and my core, and it allows me to get that mind to muscle connection. Obviously it's very light to start with, but yeah. Worked on, moved up straight away to 20 kilo each side, so that's 60 kilo working weight, and nothing crazy again. It's just, I was focusing on really feeling the exercise and going all the way down and all the way back up, getting a good contraction, as you can see. Now, I'm not sure if this is the camera angle, but I'm being self-critical of myself, but I don't know if that bar, like when it's coming all the way down, is it level or not. Post in the comments what you think, but I'm always trying to improve my movements and my my exercise form. But yeah, it's great exercise. I had the DOMs I got the next day in the middle of my middle to lower traps was insane. Really recommend that for an all-round great builder of the back. It's great for your core, great for your lower back, and also great for, like I said, your upper back as well. So every part of your back basically. Then we moved on to nice and slow, great, and really squeezing the lat to the bottom of the exercise. Lat pull downs again. This is a common exercise people go so wrong with. They go too heavy, start swinging around, and they're not getting a full contraction. I also see a lot of beginners and people who don't know what they're doing, bringing the bar too low down actually, so they come past their chest. You don't need to do that. Literally, you should be aiming anywhere between basically the middle of your chest, basically. But yeah, that's another. I'll do another video on that form for you. this I then finished with a real heavy set. So I did 3 sets of 10 to 12, and then I finished with maximum weight for about 4 reps. Just I really wanted to get a heavy set out to really utilize my muscle fibers. Obviously, you've got two types of muscle fibers again, which we'll be talking about. You've got your type 1 and type 2. Type 1 being your powerful, explosive ones, and type 2 being your more endurance-based ones. But yeah, I digress again. I'm so bad for just going on massive tangents. So we then moved on to a bench supported row, and I love these for like when you're feeling a bit more fatigued and coming towards the end of a workout. This is because unlike the one you saw previously with a barbell, the bent over row, that's using my core and my stability a lot more, whereas this is a lot more, I'm a lot more stable, so I can just utilise pulling from my back. Again, it's also good for feeling that mind to muscle connection and really squeezing your back. You'll actually feel that exercise a lot in your traps as well as your back, like I said, because of the way you're rowing upwards. It's quite a steep row. We then went on to seated curls. Now, these are such a favourite of mine. I love these because they're so strict, and again, you see so many people go so heavy and fling these weights around. You can see on that move just there, like I squeeze at the top and I'm coming down so slow and controlled. So I'll squeeze, contract, and then I'll slowly lower it on the way down until I'm fully extended. And I'll even pinch my tricep, so I'll contract that just briefly, as you can see there, just to make sure my arm's fully lengthened. So the reason you tension your tricep is for your tricep to be tensed, your bicep has to be fully extended to be able to do that. Hence, you see a lot of people recommend that, or some people recommend that. So yeah, I've got about 6. I haven't counted these reps. I think I've got 6 to 8 reps there. So I like to start off heavy, get a good solid set in, and then I drop the weight on the next set. This was a killer. This one, I remember it was like grinding. But yeah, again, keeping your arm nice and strict. I don't bring my elbow too far past my body. Keep it towards the end, obviously, when the form's getting a bit more loose. But to be honest, that's not even that loose, that form. But it's very strict, like I said. I had a little rest here because I literally couldn't move it with my weaker arm. My other arm, sorry. So I literally had a little 2 second and then recover, and then I brought it back up because I want to make sure they're obviously equal. Now, the advantage of using dumbbells compared to barbells, a lot of people ask me that as well, is that basically it's a unilateral movement, that is, so you're not using both limbs in isolation. So, but that's beneficial for you because you're not going to be using your stronger side. So as you saw there on that last set, I had to have a little rest because my other arm was absolutely just fried. Yet my other arm got another rep still. So if I was using a barbell, my other arm wouldn't have been able to move the bar. I'd actually be pulling probably 80-90% of the weight with my other arm. So you're actually going to be overworking the one side of your body, which can then lead to muscle imbalances. And obviously, if you're looking for aesthetics, you're going to be unbalanced visually as well. So you obviously want to incorporate a bit of both. But I tend to start out with dumbbell personally to begin with, and I'd say probably 80% of the stuff is unilateral now, especially as you start getting a bit more advanced in your training as well. But to be honest, even for beginners, it's great because it's you starting off obviously balancing everything out and not over and even creating any unbalances. So try balance both out. You'll see in a second I do an EZ barbell curl, which I love as well. But again, you can see my tricep there tensing, coming up, squeezing. I like to do reverse pyramid training. It's one of my favourite styles of training. I find it very effective, and like I said before, you're getting dropping the weight and going and changing your rep ranges is allowing you to get a range of muscle fibre recruitment because you're playing in different rep ranges, which is cool. And yeah, it was a great workout. I tell you, the next 2 days, it's very hard for me to feel it in my back and biceps. But Jesus Christ, after this workout, I think it was really because I just dropped my ego off. 90% of the time I do anyway, and it just really focused on the movement this time and squeezing hard, and the contractions was a lot of my focus this workout, and it pays off so much learning how to contract the muscle you're trying to focus on. Little technique tip here. Again, I'm literally keeping my elbows right by my side. You see how they're barely coming past my body. They're like pinned to my side almost. And a little pointer and technique tip is try and keep them pointing at the ground. If they're pointing in front of you or upwards or vertically literally in front of you, you're bringing your elbows too far past basically. Now this exercise is a great little finisher. I find I wouldn't really start with it. It's good when your biceps are getting quite fatigued to finish on. As you can see, I've literally got 5 kilo aside on. It's nothing much, but what I am doing is flexing as hard as I can, and that there is causing it in itself resistance by stressing the bicep. So I'm fully shortening it. It's great for also developing and building up your mind to muscle connection. I keep mentioning that because it's so important. Right here, Right here, I had my mates winding me up in the background because obviously it's quite a funny exercise. You're showing off, but yeah, just monkeying around there, like having a laugh. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with how my arms are developed, especially with how much I mean, I've weighed in at 12.5 stone before in the past, and my arms were so skinny back then. I mean, by no means are they big now, but they're a lot more developed, and they've gained some muscle from my past bulk last year, which is great, and it's really paying off. Obviously, the hard work slowly, which is motivating. But like I've always said, I'm always in it for the long term. So yeah, finished off with hammer rope curls, and yeah, it was a nice little finisher, killer. So yeah, I hope you found that useful, and here's the ending. Last one in the gym. Seeing it out, so this is where I work as well sometimes. But yeah. There's my colleague. There's the other one. Hey! Adios. I'll catch you back at mine. Right then, that was the end of that video, and I'm going to leave this right here. And I just want to say thank you very much so far. We're nearly at 100 subscribers. That is such a big deal to me. Like, it's like, that's a milestone to me. That is like, I've started this obviously with 0, and it's like the first triple digit number. And it's like, for me, that's like getting onto the 30 kilo dumbbells or the 40 kilo dumbbells the first time. It's like, you know, that giving you that self-confidence that you've hit a good milestone. So if you tell all your mates about me, I want everyone to know what I'm up to, what I'm doing, and I want to help as many people as possible. So if you've got any mates who are like, oh man, I'm looking for some healthy recipes, or I'm looking for some like workout ideas, or even some motivation, like send them my direction. They're gonna get hit by one of those each day, I tell you now, especially on Instagram. So yeah, thank you so much for all the support so far, and all the people who are liking these videos. I don't know who you are, but I tell you now, it's so grateful, and it means so much to me, honestly. And yeah. Big things on the horizon, as always. I've got a few, just a little update. If you're still watching this, by the way, thank you so much, because like I can bore people's, I can talk for England, like. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I've got some interviews coming up on my YouTube channel, which are going to be really good. I did one last summer, which I'm going to be posting in the next couple of weeks, and one's coming up, which I'm going to be recording on Google Hangouts, I think. They're all going to be to do with people who are already successful, and with people who have kind of achieved high achievers. Basically, I want people who are above average and people who are actually trying to strive and do things in their lives, and I want to be able to just pick at their brains basically and learn from their stories. But yeah, hope that's helped, and that's a little insight into what's coming up on the channel, and plenty more education things come in, and a bit more about me. I'm going to be explaining some of my. You're going to get to know me a lot more as well, which should be quite fun, and for me to get out of my comfort zone, which is going to be fantastic. But yeah, also this Friday I'm going to see an old schoolmate, and we're going to do a vlog together in Birmingham, which should be a laugh. So yeah, plenty coming content wise. Keep watching. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing until we make it. And yeah, let's do it.